All right, today I'm joined by the one and only Shara Bullet. Shara, I have wanted to talk to you for a very long time. Obviously, we have a lot in common. I'm a fan of yours. You're an incredible striker, an amazing fighter. Huge fight this weekend. It's long overdue. Nice to meet you properly.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I heard you just met Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes, я встретился со всей командой и очень долго разговаривал с Cristiano Ronaldo. Он очень много знает о UFC. Он придет на мой бой, и он сказал, что я могу стать чемпионом UFC.
Yeah, I met the whole team. With Ronaldo specifically, I spoke for about half an hour. He knows a whole bunch about the UFC. He's a huge fan. He said he's going to be at the fight, and he said that I have potential to be the champ.
Okay, I know nothing about football.
Я ничего про футбол не знаю вообще.
The only sport I like is fighting.
Единственный спорт, который люблю, это биться.
I know you support, very support from England fighters.
Yeah. I spoke to Michael Page already.
You ambassador England fighter.
Yeah. Well, you're an ambassador for Russian fighters, Dagestani fighters. Obviously, we have a lot in common with the eye. I read it was an accident in Thailand. Do you mind telling me what happened?
Я готовился к своим поединкам и каждый раз видел, что зрение ухудшается. Один день я хорошо видел, другой день плохо видел. И выходил на свои бои, говорил тренеру, но все говорили, что сейчас все пройдет и так далее. И мне нужно было уже проходить отбор на чемпионаты, на сборы поехать. Я пошел к врачу, и оказалось, что у меня проблемы с сетчаткой. Я долго лечился, потом я вылечился, и мне нужен был пример, чтобы я поверил в свои силы. Пример, что кто-то может такое сделать с таким глазом. Просто не было людей, кто выступал с таким глазом. Я знал, что у него есть проблема, он от всех скрывал, но я знал, он видел, все время жмурил глаз, специально, чтобы никто не знал об этом. И когда он стал чемпионом, я хотел ему написать сообщение, но я тогда английский очень плохо знал, я думал, он не поймет моим смыслом, я хотел от него совет. И вот он стал одной из больших мотиваций, что я тоже смогу.
So when I was starting out, I was training. I had days where I had good vision, some days I had bad vision. Sometimes it came back, sometimes it went away. And I was training, and I was telling my coaches, "Hey guys, I think I'm having an issue with my eye." And they were like, "No, it's fine. Just go and fight. You're gonna be all right." And then eventually, there was a time when I was supposed to get through the championships and stuff, and I had to go through medical commission, and they were saying like, "Hey, there's obviously something wrong with your eye." But they let me through, and then I needed to tell myself I needed some sort of motivation to be able to fight in the championships, because I thought that with my condition, I was never going to be allowed to do that. And that's when I started following you, and I saw that you were also having issues with your eyes, but you weren't telling anybody, because I was doing the same thing as you were doing, kind of squinting, hiding it from people.
Yep.
And so I needed to speak to somebody like you to get an advice from you to say, hey, what should I do when I have this issue? But back then I knew zero English. I didn't know any English at all. And I didn't know how to approach you, how to write it to you. And so when I saw what you were able to achieve with your condition, my condition is very similar, you were a huge motivation for me to even be in the sport in the first place.
Well, I am very humbled by those words. I've seen you say that several times. And yes, thank you for those kind words. Was it a detached retina?
Что у тебя было с глазом? У тебя катаракт?
У меня отслойка сетчатки.
Yeah, detached retina.
Yeah, same, yeah. So I had a detached retina, then it redetached, and then I got glaucoma. It was just one thing after the other. But when I was... Same? Glaucoma as well?
No.
Just the retina. The glaucoma was the worst. It was fucking terrible. It was bad. But it never bothered me. People always were like, "Wow, how do you fight with one eye?" But for me, I was like, I knew I could fight, and I still became the champion. The only problem for me was obviously the doctors and the commissions and things like that. It doesn't look like it bothers you.
Но тебе это тоже не мешает, да?
Ну, я уже 30 профессиональных боев провел, и 10 больше, по кикбоксингу и по ММА уже 20 поединков.
30 professional fights I've been fighting like this, so I don't notice it anymore. It was kickboxing and then 20 professional MMA fighting, and I've done it with the side.
Yeah. No.
Я был в шоке, когда один бой у него прям глаз заливало. И он все равно дрался.
Заливал кровью?
Да.
I was in shock one time. You had this fight where you basically had blood going right into your eye, and he just kept on going and going.
Yeah, no. Hold on. Yeah. Well, I'm not very clever. Yeah, and the blood was coming in my eye. I think it was Luke Rockhold the first fight, but hold on, I gotta take this out. Hold on. There we go. Now we're brothers properly.
Теперь мы братья настоящие.
Did you ever think about getting one of these?
Я думал вот такой глаз себе сделать.
Мне говорили, я не хотел.
I was told, but no, not yet. No, didn't think about it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You look good. I mean, you own it.
Ты отлично, это твое.
Because I'm a pussy. Everyone was bullying me online, saying mean things. They hurt my feelings, so I tried to hide it. Michael Venom Page, how do you feel about this fight?
Page, что ты думаешь об этом бое с Пейджем?
Это бой моей мечты. Он классный ударник, высокоскоростной, высокоуровневый. И я готов закатывать зрелище. Я тоже себя считаю одним из лучших ударников мира. И это будет сплетение стилей, и будут искры в бою.
I think this is a great fight. This is a fight of my dream. He's a really high caliber striker. I'm a great caliber striker. This is going to be a clash of styles. We're going to be in there. We're going to show an exciting show. There's going to be sparks flying. This is going to be exciting for everybody.
Yeah, this is the fight I'm looking forward to the most. Obviously, you know, I always followed you very carefully. And when you first came on the scene, I was very excited for you. And I'm not just saying that you're one of my favorite fighters to watch. Your striking's incredible. But Michael, as well, is also, he's very unique and he's very talented. I think this is going to be the best fight of the night.
I'm hoping as well that this could be the fight of the night.
I saw that you say with a win, you think 3 more fights, you'll get a title shot.
У тебя будет титул. Бой за титул.
Да, я верю, конечно, что во все возможно после того, как Майкл выиграл пояс.
Yes, I believe that anything's possible after you got the belt.
My man. Let me ask you. So yours is the right eye. Mine's the right eye as well. So do you see nothing? Because I don't see my fingers there. Nothing?
Я вижу.
Nothing?
Я вижу.
No, he can see. I can see.
Oh, you see a little bit?
Yes.
So if I close your eye,
Если я закрою этот
how many fingers?
Сколько пальцев?
How many?
Сколько пальцев?
2.
Two.
That's what I did with the doctors. So I told my coach, if they ever covered my eye, for one, my coach go, oh, for 2, we had to make things up. We had to lie. Do you ever walk into lampposts? Because I f***ing do, but I'm very clumsy.
Ты, конечно, в столбы входишь, ты просто не видя столб в столб, как вылезаешь. Он все время всем в столбы входит.
Вообще, изначально, когда понял, что очень все серьезно с травмой, еще до операции, когда я начинал наливать сок, я мимо стакана наливал чисто.
At the beginning, before I had my surgery, for instance, I would pour something in my glass, like juice, right next to the glass.
I do it all the time.
Все время так делаю.
I go to grab things, and I miss the first time, and then the second time I get it. Yeah.
Но после операции
After the surgery, it's much better.
Yeah, I've always been clumsy though. So for me, it's a good excuse.
Для него это такой, он может быть растяпой из-за этого, из-за глаз.
И сегодня Cristiano Ronaldo разговаривал, и он мне дал ту же надежду, что я могу стать чемпионом, и он верит в это.
Spoke to Ronaldo today, and Ronaldo also said that he knows that I can dream and I can become a champion soon.
You can. You really can. I mean, you're incredible. Let's go. Are you Southpaw or Orthodox?
Ты левша или правша?
Я и правша, и левша.
I'm both.
You're both. See, because for me, because my right eye, when I stand here, it's okay because my lead eye, I can see most things. But I always thought if I was here, Southpaw, that would be a bigger issue.
Для меня это будет проблема. Для тебя левша проблема?
Is it no problem for you? No?
3 соперника UFC были.
3 of his UFC opponents were lefties.
Oh, I see.
Но для тебя, когда ты в стойке стоишь в левше, это проблема?
No.
No, for him, even when he goes left, it's no problem.
Okay, well, you're better than me.
Лучше, чем я.
What about left hooks? Because for me, when I lost my belt,
Левый боковой.
fighting George St. Pierre,
Когда я проиграл свой
son of a bitch, he knew, and everyone knows about you, of course, now, with respect. So he worked the left hook. I didn't see it coming.
Все мои соперники в России, даже когда знали мои проблемы, пытались мне левый боковой бить. И весь бой они пытались это делать.
All of my opponents, even in Russia, when they knew the issue, they were all trying to throw left hooks. All of them, the whole fight, they kept throwing them.
Потом другой выходил, прятал левый боковой с корпуса, начинал корпус.
Somebody else would come out and try and do left body, left body.
Yeah. Come on, boom. No, it's incredible, man. What you've achieved so far and what I know you're going to do in the future. You should be very proud. And I'm inspired by you. I really am, and I truly mean that.
Спасибо вам. Он на самом деле легенда, и я очень рад, что если бы не его пример, я, может быть, и остановился.
Thank you very much, because you're a legend. And honestly, if it wasn't for your example, I probably would stop fighting.
No. You're going to be the champion one day. Next week, Sean Strickland, Dricus du Plessis.
Strickland и Plessis будут биться.
Who do you think wins that
Как ты
fight?
думаешь, что выиграет, Strickland или Plessis?
Мне абсолютно без разницы, кто из них выиграет. Я чувствую, что я могу обоим дать хорошие бои и выиграть их. Я думаю, в этот раз выиграет Strickland.
You know, it doesn't matter to me who wins, because I think that I can be a great fight for both of them.
Yeah.
I just feel that this time around, Strickland's going to win.
Okay. Last time, the double back fist.
Последний раз, когда...
Had you done that before, or were you just in the moment and you're like, let's go?
До этого когда-нибудь делал это, или ты просто в моменте
Конечно,
решил?
я с 18 лет этот удар умею.
Yes, from 18, when I was 18 years old, that's when I started doing it.
Hey, that was amazing. That was one of my favorite knockouts.
Один из самых лучших нокаутов.
Я его пронес через такое время оттуда, как бы, и не дал, чтобы кто-то впервые меня это сделал. Это был мой удар. Я очень горд, что у меня это получилось, потому что всегда мне говорили, у тебя этот удар на тренировках очень хорошо получается, почему ты в бою не используешь. И вот я думал, что один день я смогу это сделать, и каждый раз как-то в каждом бою не получалось, с борцами дрался, потому что спиной к ним поворачиваться было опасно. И в этот раз получилось, был хороший ударник, и у меня получилось его в шахматной партии обыграть.
I carried this through years and years of practice. I did it in practice. I had all my coaches, all my training partners saying, you should do this. You should throw this out in the fight. You do this so well. But I never did it. I would fight wrestlers. I would be afraid to turn my back to them.
Yeah.
So then finally, I got a really good striker to fight against, and I finally did it, and it worked out right in the middle of the fight.
Oh, it was beautiful. You think Michael Page is going to shoot in this fight?
Page будет пытаться тебя
Come for the
перевести.
legs?
Я думаю, да.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, best of luck.
Большое удачи.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Truly, I'm inspired by you. I think it's incredible. I think that what I did and what you did, we show a lot of people in the world that there is no limitations, that you can do anything if you really put your mind to it. I love watching you fight, and if there's anything I can ever do, you ever want any advice, reach out to me anytime. But I'm very glad that we got to talk.
Очень рад, что у нас получилось
Все,
поговорить.
спасибо.
My man, come on, give me a cuddle. Thank you. There he is, the one and only Shara Bullet.